Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today. I've got a lot to cover today, but I'm starting off in Huntington Beach and wanted to show you guys how even the resort areas are still having major problems with the real estate. This place was a Jim Boy's Taco, and it's down for the count, but I'm right on 5th and PCH. Wanted to cover this for you guys before I get to a lot of different stuff that we're covering in the economy and national news. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this with everybody, guys. All your friends and colleagues, absolutely everybody. Buying the motorcycles. Don't forget the Webull promotion. It's only going through the end of the month, guys, or middle of the month, guys, and that is you sign up for Webull and you get 2 free shares of stock. You fund it with anything, a penny, and they will give you 3 more shares of stock that could be worth up to $9,600. And if you trade cryptos, it is arguably the easiest place to trade cryptos because you can do it 24/7 on Webull, and they've got almost, I think, 20 coins now. It's pretty cool, so check it out, and the link will be in the video description below. But I'm on 5th and PCH right here. Okay, this is the street right next to Main Street, and you know, to give you an idea, guys, this is a huge tourist area. You've got all these different locations that are completely done and down for the count. This was originally a Jim Boy's Tacos, which was horrible. It was the worst tacos I've ever had on the planet Earth. And then they opened up a burger place that took over for that. And I think I have the review still. I should show you the review for the Jim Boy's Tacos on how bad this is. This guy's just determined to drive me crazy with pushing this trash can, so you guys get to hear the noise for that. So, again, the bikini store is still open. You know, you've got the Shorebreak Hotel right there. You know, the Greater Grilled Cheese. I don't understand why these places aren't open right now. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. So, just absolutely decimated. Now, one thing that we're seeing, guys, is fuel prices go through the roof. Here in Southern California, it is absolutely insane how bad gas has gotten. Gas has gone up 50 cents a gallon in one day, guys. And I have more people sending me gas stations. Hey, Dan, you're in this area in Orange County. You're drive by Costa Mesa. You've got to do what you can do to get the word out that gas is just going through the roof. I'm doing everything I can, guys. And this is crazy. This place, another one. I'm telling you guys want to rent places, they're down here. The problem with all these places is that it's very high end. They're not making any deals yet on the real estate. Across the street, you've got the one clothing store that was done, and then next to that, that was the Forever 21, and they went bankrupt. Forever 21 still has some of the locations open. This didn't make it, clearly. But, guys, gas, think about this right now. In the last 13 months since the new administration came in, gas has gone up over $600 per the average driver. Okay, now people like me, I drive a lot more than the average person does, so I'm paying more than the average person does inside of a year. You add $600, $600 plus a year on the average. Now it's gone up another $281 for the average driver right now, if gas prices stay the same. So guys, you know, $900 a year, guys. I mean, that is absolutely outrageous. What are you guys going to do? What's the average person going to do to get an extra $80 a month right now in gas? And that's only going up from there. You've got to look at what you can do to plan for this. Make sure your car is gassed up in advance. Make sure that if you have gas cans, I would store a little extra gas safely. Okay, don't be stupid with this. People during the last round of gas prices shooting up over the decades have done stupid things like store gasoline in trash cans and had explosions and fun stuff like that. So please be smart with all this stuff. This was a place called Bruxy that sucked, and it was, again, horrible waffles and chicken, and it was just terrible. Now you're gonna have a new place open up. the place next to this is now going to be a barbecue joint, and that was an oyster bar that was open really late till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and now it's going to be chicken in a barrel. So that's done. We're seeing more and more of the retail problems in the higher areas. This is not going to stop. You need to prepare right now in any way that you can. How can you save money? How can you get rid of cost, get rid of cut costs, get rid of things you do not need in your budget? And again, I don't care how rich you are. Everybody needs to live on some type of budget. Everybody needs to cut back any way they can. If you think that this is just a hiccup, and you people that saw the Scott Walters interview and says the real estate market's going to continue to go up, you guys are two imbeciles. You know, I would never listen to a guy that says he's got all this money. Anyways, Scott is a successful realtor and knows exactly what's going on in the industry, and I would listen to guys like that over some guy that just started 6 years ago. So anyways, make your own decisions on all this stuff. If you haven't seen the Scott interview, take a look at it, because it was great. I really enjoyed that. He and I could have gone for 2 hours. But guys, plan and preparation is really important right now. Everything points to the market just going up higher and higher and higher when it comes to natural gas and gasoline and heating oil. So be ready, guys, because if you think that this is just going to go down, and read the comments, because I get a kick out of these people. This is just a glitch and it's all going to be fixed. You're kidding yourself, guys. This is the depressionary times that are ahead of us right now, right before our eyes. But when you look at places like Scottsdale, Arizona, that just announced that there were gas stations that were dry, no gas in sight, no delivery planned anytime soon. It's a real problem, guys. And with that, you know, what are you going to do if you can't get gas, guys, for multiple days? Now, Dan, it would never get like that. Well, Scottsdale is not Timbuktu, guys. It's a very affluent, nice area, and real problems that they're experiencing right now with certain gas stations. So, you know, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I'm going to show you some more gas stations. I'm going to, got one more meeting I've got to get to, and then I'm going to hopefully get down to the water too. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff, because you have to prepare. You have to prepare that this is only going to get worse. The average person that does not have extra money is going to spend it on things like heating their home, which is deplorable. It's disgusting that people have to live this way. It's horrible that the average family that, think about it, gets paid every 2 weeks and has to figure out how they're going to get through this hiccup in with inflation, as CNN calls it, is ridiculous. Okay, so share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think about all this. And again, all my friends, everybody I can, people that are sick, I went and gassed their cars up, because they need to drive around with a full tank if you can. If you can't, totally understand, but make sure you put extra gas in, because think about this. If you just drive the average right now, it's costing people $280 more a year to do that, okay? So the average person drives over, just under 14,000 miles a year, and then you multiply it out by the gas. It's expensive, guys, okay? So share your thoughts on all this stuff. Let me know what you think about this. I moved down the peninsula to Newport Beach, and it's just a beautiful day. Boats in the water, people having a good time. I get a kick out of the fact that we all have to live in reality, and we're being told one thing and we know that it's complete opposite. I'm going to give you a few examples of this. First thing is Reuters just issued a correction. Reuters issued a story late last week and said that food inflation across the globe was at 24.1%. It had gone up 24.1%. They then came back and just issued a retraction and said, no, it's only at 20.7%. It's much better than we thought. So with that being said, why is inflation only at 7.5%, guys? We're going to get the inflationary numbers this week, and they're going to be catastrophic and sky high, to say the least. So You know, we all know, you know, people send me their receipts from Costco. Dan, this same merchandise was $200 2 months ago. Now it's $300. These people are having an Instagram photo shoot. It looks like some type of either a wedding shower, bachelorette party, something like that, but they're photo shooting and giving out gifts and things like that. So the next thing is the jobs report, guys. We were just told in February that we created 678,000 jobs. Greatest job market ever. Now, this goes along with the January report that said that we created 481,000 jobs. So we've created over 1,150,000 jobs. Okay? Crazy. That freaked me out a little bit. So, anyways, we all know that that's not true. Think about this. Unemployment now in the United States is under 4%. So there's that. Absolutely unbelievable. Nobody believes this. I am getting a kick out of all the gas prices that people are sending me, because they're sending me things that are just unbelievable right now. Gas went up 50 cents basically in just a couple days here. Now, one guy showed me something that was 520 cents a gallon. Now it's 5.59, and I've got that video for you here. So guys, this is continuing to go up. This is going up daily right now. You need to prepare for this. You need to make sure your car is gassed up, like I said earlier, but I'm getting this. I could bore you guys with 25 different stations and 25 different photos, but you know, my brother just called me from Riverside County and said everything is well above $5, approaching $6 out there. So craziness, guys. You know, get ready. Where does the average person come up with an extra $100 a month? If you just drove a little bit, you'd have that. Now, I'm going to get people talking about how it's time to get electric vehicles down. We need to get Teslas. Okay, Elon Musk just stepped forward and said that we need to have more oil and gas production here in the United States because they cannot make things without the oil. Yes, he wants to sell cars, and yes, he's revolutionized the EV car industry, but even your main man, Elon, admits that we need more oil. So from 13 months ago, guys, it has gone up so much during this time, and the average family can't afford it. Now, next thing, my interview with Scott Walters, I love that, okay? But I also love the people that write me and say, you have no idea what you're talking about. You're clueless. This is going to continue to shoot up. Okay. In today's Orange County Register, we just got a story that the average house price here in Orange County is $950,000. $950,000, all-time high, all-time high. Now, people say it was higher in 2008. No, it wasn't. It wasn't higher in 2008. And it also, in 2 years' time, has gone up $201,500 in 2 years' time. So, again, the average home price was never $950,000 in Orange County. Now, you're seeing the region, which is Southern California, which includes Riverside County, includes San Bernardino County. It just includes that big swath of land. And, you know, you're seeing 16,000 houses that got sold. And again, it went up 1.5% in the last month from for the January numbers, but they're seeing that it's tapering and that it's turning. And it's going to turn, and it's going to crash like a beautiful wave, guys. Okay? So, again, if you own property, look at Scott's advice, man. Scott's advice was, if you're comfortable with the payment and you're not saddled with it, stick with it, man. Stay with the house, okay? You know, I get people that write me and share great things. And, oh, first things first, I met a subscriber today when I was in Huntington Beach. Camille, here's a picture of Camille. And Camille was originally from Poland, and Camille rides a motorcycle, okay? So for his bike, he was talking about fuel prices and how he used to love to come to Huntington Beach because he had the spot where he would go buy gas, and now it's up like 75 cents a gallon. And again, the guy rides a motorcycle, guys. And, you know, coming from Poland, this guy, it's fascinating to hear his story. But as everybody from Ukraine dips into Poland, it looks like they're getting a ton of refugees there. It's an absolute mess. And I would have loved to talk to this guy for an hour, and I told him to reach out to me, and I'm sure we'll have a further conversation for another day. But absolutely fascinating. But people are seeing this worldwide. People are seeing what's going on, and it's affecting them. Guy rides a motorcycle, and he still thinks gas is way too expensive. So, you know, people write me and tell me how difficult things have been in their business. And one woman wrote me, I will not use her name because I didn't get it. I just, you know, I really feel for her and her husband, because they had two stores that were right next door to each other that were different stores. Eventually, during the health crisis, they had to close one of the stores. And they thought, okay, we got it down to one, we're gonna make it. And eventually, they had to close both stores. Now, again, the hardship of doing this and the difficulty of doing this and just everything that goes through your mind, you know, it's catastrophic. But I cannot wait to introduce you to somebody, because as soon as I get his okay, we're going to interview him for the iAllegedly live channel. But Daniel wrote a book that is absolutely amazing. And this guy took such a beating in 2008, and him and his wife sat down and regrouped, and the story is fantastic. And the story is, it changed my life reading this book recently, because it made me even look at things in a better way. Because what kind of person are you? What kind of partner are you? You know, are you somebody that somebody wants to be with? What more can you do for people right now? And people are having a very difficult time, and you can point it out, and you can point out the homeless people. And, you know, as I walk on this beach, I had to walk past homeless guys playing basketball, trying to, you know, get some exercise and just, you know, have a good time. But they're having difficult times. And how do I know they're homeless? Because of the beds sleeping on the in the park. But anyways, you have each other. This is a great story that I'm going to share with you guys. And once I get him on the show and share you his book, talks about how they lost everything, absolutely everything, and had to regroup, had to, man, it is such a touching story, had to get, they lost their home, they lost the business, they had to regroup, move in together, didn't care where they lived, didn't care the car they drive, and their friends, you know, these people went from Newport Beach, where I'm sitting at right now, standing at right now, to having to live in the desert to regroup. And you know what, this guy has done this. This guy has made himself into a multi-millionaire, and he is a guy that he's an inspiration for everybody. But that's something that you need to look at yourself. What, you know, you guys have each other. What can you do to be a better person, to be a better partner? You know, I have a friend who constantly talks about how he can't get dates and he can't get with people and has no girlfriend, but he's a horrible guy. So that guy's problem is he's his own worst nightmare. He's somebody that I wouldn't want to be with, okay? So would you want to be with yourself? Are you a good person? Are you a good example? You know, I could go on for an hour about this stuff, guys, but share your thoughts on all this stuff and we'll go from there. Now we've got more Bitcoin news, and there is a city in Switzerland, Lugano, Switzerland, that just announced that they're going to allow Bitcoin to be used as an official currency. Pietro Peretti is a city director, okay? Sounds Italian, but Mr. Peretti is in a joint statement with Michelle Folletti. Again, she sounds Italian. In Switzerland, we're talking about how they are excited because they've teamed up with Tether, and they're going to make it so that you're going to be able to pay for city services with Bitcoin. And what they did, this is the brilliant thing that you're going to see that's going to make a difference when cities and governments and agencies and municipalities do this, is they already got 200 merchants together to accept Bitcoin as real currency and as a payment source, you know, in Lugano, Switzerland. So bravo to them. I mean, if you guys are into cryptos and you guys are into this stuff, this is going to be life-changing, because you're going to see more and more places do this. Now, with the Russia-Ukraine situation, here's one thing that's fascinating, is there's sanctions all over Russia. You can't keep track of them. Somebody put together a great list of all the sanctions for Russia. If you want that, that list is below, and you can see everything that they're sanctioning right now. Now, Russia is losing banks left and right. I told you last week about American Express and Visa. Well, now, no, I'm sorry. I told you last week about Visa and MasterCard. Now American Express has joined the crusade against processing anything for these guys, and they will no longer have transactions in Russia for American Express. Now, Russia teamed up with, of all places, China, and there's a thing called Quick Pass, where they're going to start issuing basically debit and credit cards through this Russian system called Quick Pass. And you can read the story below, but that is fascinating because, you know, they're just trying to keep, you know, a country going at this point. And I think that they're running into several roadblocks, to say the least. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think about this. And inevitably, just like we had when the health crisis started, is you had Bill Ackman step forward to tell you he owns Pershing Square, the hedge fund. Bill's worth $3 billion, and I kind of like Mr. Ackman myself. I think he's a good guy. And but Bill has already said that he's betting against all this. What a shock, okay? So, you know, he's calling it World War III. This is the beginning of World War III. Okay, you know, let's hope not, Mr. Ackman. But you can guarantee that Bill Ackman has got every negative position that he can bet on, and it's going to be like going to Vegas for this guy. Okay, so there's that. Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. And it's tragic, and I'm not making light of this. I'm making light of a guy who, if you remember 2 years ago, Bill Ackman sat there on CNBC and told us how bad things were going to get, and then you find out the next day that he bet against everything when he was telling everybody to get out. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Share your thoughts on all this stuff. I really want to know what you guys think about this. And it's a beautiful day out here, by the way. Let me show you guys the bay. And for those of you that know the area, I'm right near the American Legion Hall, where people go dance and drink and have a good time on the weekends. And you've got the bay. It's just beautiful. Just a nice day. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. There is a bureau that keeps track of affordability of different things. For housing, they did a study that said that right now only 17.8% of the average Americans could afford a new house right now. That's the lowest it's ever been, guys. The lowest on record. So we got that going for us. We're number one. The next thing is more companies that are saying they're not going to do business with Russia right now. You've got Netflix and you've got TikTok that have pulled out of Russia right now. So you can't Netflix and chill and watch dance videos right now. So that's kind of a bummer. So final thing, and this is unbelievable that this story has legs, and that is Hertz rental car company. When people would turn rental cars in, if they could not find the rental cars that Mrs. Jones turned in, or Paula Murray, who I'm going to tell you about, they would report the car as stolen. Now here's the sick part. They never released that and said, hey, we found the car. They just continued to release it. Now, Paula Murray lives in Florida, and she went out and she tried to get a job as a police dispatcher. Okay, everything was going through flying colors. She's going to get the job. All we need to do is your fingerprints, which she didn't think anything about. So she brings her grandson in to get fingerprinted and gets arrested for a rental car that she had rented 5 years earlier. It was a year ago, January of 2021, and they said you rented a car that you never returned in 2016, which was not the case, and they arrested her. Now, awful, because number one, she doesn't get the job now because she's got an arrest record, and number two, it took 3 months in the criminal justice system to get out of that. That is insane, guys, that she had to experience that. So here's the thing. There are 230 some people that are part of a class action lawsuit, but they think that they've done this 20,000 times. So guys, if you rented from Hertz, which I haven't, thank God, you need to look and see if when you turn that car and if everything's cool, because they have so many people out there that are part of this class action lawsuit. Now, these degenerates are in bankruptcy court right now, and they're trying to get through this, but this is going to be a catastrophic problem for them. But guys, again, people that thought they just rented a car for a weekend, didn't think anything about it, have an arrest warrant for a stolen car, and the employees at Hertz. Now think about it. These people at Hertz, they've come and gone. They're done with the company, and God knows who did this, but a real problem. So share your thoughts on all that stuff, guys. Share your thoughts on all the gas everything that we're experiencing right now. It's absolutely crazy. We're going to get the inflation numbers this week. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you want more access to me, there's the Patreon channel. The Patreons right now, I've got a couple travel days coming up this week, so they know that they're going to have extra time with me. Onward and Upward, guys, I will see you very soon. Don't forget the Webull promotion also. That is insane right now. And if you guys are signed up for Webull, fund that account with even a penny, and they're sending out stocks, and we're going to start showing you the stocks that people shared with us. So I will see you guys very soon.